So if you haven't guessed already, I'm here to shoot cottongrass, which is this really nice delicate white flower which is quite prolific at the minute here on the North Yorkshire Moors. It grows in quite boggy areas, so if you are coming to photograph this, a good pair of waterproof boots is essential. Anyway, it's about 8 PM now, so I think I've only got about an hour and a half of direct sunlight left, so I better get cracking and see what we can find. Oh, I'm just having a lie down. It's not good for you. It's not good for your back, crouching down and trying to take images low to the ground. But that's what I've chosen to do to start with, is just to try and pick out a nice clump or a nice arrangement of these really nice delicate white flowers which are just bouncing around on the end of these slender stems of grass. So once you've found a nice group that you quite like, then it's really just a case of experimenting with different settings. You know, you perhaps might put an ND filter in just to slow down that shutter speed and perhaps capture some of the movement as the flowers are swaying in the wind. But what I'm doing is just using a large aperture and therefore a shallow depth of field, and just separating the detail of the flowers away from the background. But even though we're throwing the background out of focus, we still need to pay close attention to that. We don't want anything distracting in terms of shapes or light, so we still need to maintain some balance in terms of form and light in the background. So what I've done is gone for something where we've got some nice lines and uniform shapes in the background, but the emphasis is on the detail of these flowers in the foreground. So that's how I'm starting out, but I am hoping to get a better shot. As the sun comes down and the light gets warmer, I'm hoping that I can find something that makes good use of that. So we get on. So I'm just trying some handheld shot shooting towards the sun because this cottongrass looks quite nice when it's backlit. So I'm just trying a variety of apertures to get different depth of field, and then hopefully we'll get a couple of shots which will look quite nice. Well, the sunlight is about to drop behind the horizon in a moment, and me and Meg were just trudging through all the bog and the heather trying to make our way back to the car. And I thought I was pretty much done for the evening, and then just in the distance I spotted this really nice freshly grown cluster of cottongrass, but it just stood out a mile because behind it is all this burnt heather which is almost black, and in the foreground there's all this fantastic sort of texture and orange colours and coppers and things like that. And I think I caught it just in time. I could have done with about sort of 10 minutes just to really work it and get the composition right, so I've had to rush it. So hopefully it's turned out okay in terms of composition and technical qualities, etc. But yeah, lovely colours, lovely details. I think that's probably going to be my favourite image of the evening, so that's fantastic just to kind of get that last shot just as I'm about to head home. Anyway, yeah, I'm absolutely starving. I've not eaten for several hours. Meg has. She's fine. She's well looked after, but it's getting late now, so it's time for me to head back for some tea. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, share, it really is appreciated. So thanks very much. Hope to see you for the next one.